Hello. As you remember, Mr. Franz was and is absent today on Friday, and I told you that I would record a short video lesson because Mrs. Whalen was unable to come to sixth hour to teach this lesson. So let's not blurt out during the video that is currently playing, and you'll notice that I didn't put a camera on because you really don't need to focus on me, you just need to hear my voice and see the screen. This is going to be the Greek and Latin roots that you will need for today's assignment. These are the 11th through 15th of these, and if you did not already take your composition book out, you need to have the substitute teacher please pause the video and then let everyone get it out. You need to flip to the notes that we glued in on Thursday. If you take a look right now, you'll see number one. I am assuming now that you are all ready and you have a pencil to write down some examples. So today the first Latin root is aud, which means to hear. An example, the first example is audio, like an audio. To audio is something that you can hear. Take a look here. Here are some examples. Audio, which is to listen to sounds. Audible, which is something that is loud enough that you can hear it. So hopefully this video is audible and you can hear it okay. An audience is people that show up to listen to something. The crowd that goes to see a concert is there to both see and I guess hear it. They are called the audience. An auditorium is a really big room, large enough for people to go hear something happen, like a band concert would be hosted in an auditorium. At this point, if the video needs to be paused so you can write these down, that would be a good thing to do. I should tell you, class, I'm going to make sure that I've shared this entire presentation to your Google Classroom so that when you do today's assignment, you will have it. So when you do get there, I still want you to watch this video today, but it will be there. Okay, I'm going to move on. The second one you need today is the Latin root struct. It means to build. An example would be a structure, which is something that's been built. One example is structure. A building that's been built is a structure. You are in the structure called a school. I'm not right now. Construction, there's struct this time in the middle, is the process of building something. This school's construction was in 1999, I think. Infrastructure is the framework of a building. The roads and the sewers and the various things that we rely on in the city of Lincoln Park are called the infrastructure, and the telephone and electrical lines and things like that. They don't always work, but the infrastructure is what that's called. Destruction is the opposite of construction, but it has struct in it. This time we are breaking down something that's been built, but there's that built struct in the middle again. If you need the video paused for a moment, that's fine, and I'm going to move on now, assuming that you have gotten those written down. The third one today is vis, which is to see. For example, a television, in fact here it is, a television is a machine that transports visual images. So when you are watching a television, or this video, which is sort of on a television, the Promethean board is kind of a television, sort of, you're watching a machine that has shown images to you. How about the word vision? That's literally your sense of sight. Invisible, vis is in the middle. That in, that I'm going to show you here, in vis means not able to be seen. To be invisible is when you can't see it. Visit is to go see a new person or a new place. So to visit something is to go see it. Please make sure you have those down, and if the video needs to be paused for a moment, this would be the time to do that. Okay, I'm going to move on. I hope hope you had time, to write that down. Photo. This is a Greek root. It means light, like the word photograph. A photograph is a picture made with light-sensitive film or today using a cell phone. A photograph is a picture that's taken with the light that goes into the machine that takes it. Okay, so there's photo meaning light and graph meaning write or draw. A photocopy is a machine that uses light to make paper copies of something. I use that for your assignments when they're on paper. Photosynthesis also uses light. Hopefully you learned this in science. If not, I can tell you that it's the process plants use to turn the sun's light, into the food that it uses to stay alive. Plants' leaves, which use photosynthesis to create food. That's sort of correct anyway. That's the process. A photograph is a picture. A photocopy is a machine that makes copies of other things. And photosynthesis is how plants use light to create food. You can pause the video now so that everyone has it, and if they already do, that's wonderful. Let's move to, I think, the last one. Oh, there was one more for photo. There was photon, a particle of light. And if you did not write that one down, that's okay, you don't need it. But there is a fourth one. My bad. Greek root here is therm. Therm means heat, like a thermometer. It means heat. A thermometer is a tool that we use to take temperature. There's one on that big digital clock in class. It tells you how warm or cold it is in class. I'm wondering during this video if it's about 73 degrees in the classroom. You can look at the clock and check, but don't make a big deal if I'm wrong. I'm just guessing what it usually is when you're in my room. That's a thermometer. A thermos is one of those containers that you can put hot or cold liquid in to keep it warm or cold, so that you can then maybe eat it or drink it later. A thermostat, that is the device that we use to set the temperature of a building. That is how I should mean. At home, your parents may have a thermostat that allows them to set the house to whatever temperature they want to set it at. And in school, I don't have the ability to control it perfectly, but we have a little bit of ability to do that. Excuse me. The last one on here is thermal energy, something that retains heat. So I would think the first three are really useful, though. I would use thermostat, thermos, and thermometer, all related to temperature and heat. Let's review here. The words, not the words, but the Greek roots or Latin roots today were aud, struct, vis, photo, and therm. You're going to want to use these to complete today's assignment, which I have made available to you, and this presentation will drop onto Google Classroom for you so that you can see it, and just in case maybe you didn't write one of them down too, you can go back and get it right off the presentation yourself. So just make sure today that you're doing your best to behave, and the assignment will be collected. I will not be able to check it until probably Monday, because I may not be able to see it until Monday, or possibly Tuesday because of Martin Luther King Day, but it will come in and be a grade, so you need to get it done basically. So thank you. If you were able to listen, I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm kidding, you don't have to like or subscribe, but this video is on my YouTube channel. So anyway, thank you, have a good day, and I will see you, I suppose, on Tuesday after Martin Luther King.